Well, this is Saturday, February 13th. I want to continue the discussion and talk about a strategy for student housing. Now, we all know how expensive it is to send your kids to school. And I'll tell you, I just came through this. Every one of my children, when they get to be 17, 18, 19 years old, they want to get out of the house and go to school, and they want to be out on their own, and they want to have off-campus living. So not only do you have room and board, but you've got all the other, you got tuition and books and cost of going back and forth to school. Going and sending your kid to school is a pretty expensive proposition, and it's going to last for several years, particularly if you have multiple children. You know, a 4-year curriculum has a tendency of getting into a 5-year curriculum, and then what if they want to do postgraduate work and get that master's degree? They could be there 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years. And they all want to live off campus. Well, here's the strategy. Here in Maricopa County, we've got Arizona State University, tens of thousands of students. Grand Canyon University, tens of thousands of students. We also have a lot of smaller schools. We've got graduate management classes, and we have motorcycle schools. We have schools where IT personnel come in and get their certificates for advanced training. They get a management, they get a certificate for software, hardware, and they all need housing. Well, let's talk about your child. They're coming in, they need to pay room and board. How about if you consider purchasing a property and letting your child rent from you? That way you get a rental, you get all the benefits of owning a rental, you get depreciation. If you get a mortgage on there, we get principal reduction. You've got all the expenses you can take down. You can take all the costs off. You can even furnish the property and take some of the costs off. That just work with your CPA on that. And we're here in Maricopa County, where last year in 2020, appreciation rate was at 21%. So it's a good investment. But let's talk about being able to subsidize some of your housing costs, because this room and board cost is going to go a long ways towards paying the monthly fee and the cost of owning a property. And if you get a 3 or 4 bedroom house, you know your child is going to run into kids that are going to want to live off campus too, and they're going to want to rent those bedrooms on a monthly basis. Oftentimes you get $600, $800, $1,000. $1,200 for the bedroom, and then they have common areas in the kitchen and living space. And the kids love this stuff. Now, there is some maintenance to it because these are youngsters that are coming away from school, coming away from home for the first time. So they don't know how to fix anything. You know, and they're young, so you're going to have some behavioral issues. The universities have these issues as well, and they have policies for it. You know, they make the students subscribe to a code of ethics and a code of behavior, and they hold them to it. You have the added benefit that if you have a lease, you can have these students' parents on the lease, which I would highly recommend that you do that. And if there's any issues, you can talk to mom and dad. Every student doesn't want you to talk to mom and dad. This is just a great way for you to do that. So if you have a $1,500 a month house payment and you rent out 3 bedrooms at $800 each, that gives you $2,400, and your child is living free. Now, I'm going to tell you, going to school is expensive, so if you can cut that expense, certainly going to go a long ways toward making sure that this is a little less onerous for you to send your kid to school. And of course, you might have multiple children. You know, we certainly did in our family. We had a lot of kids, and the kids may all want to go to the same school. I mean, it's a great program for them. They go to your house, kind of underneath your umbrella, but really they're not at home. So you can sleep a little better at night, but you're going to get all the benefits. So talk with your CPA, see if this doesn't work. And I'm going to tell you, you may like to do this so terribly much that you want to buy more of these, because this is great niche market. You can get these properties for and associate with a lot of universities, with a lot of schools, because the schools need a place for their students coming in to have a place to live. So it's not like a VRBO or a Airbnb. These are much longer term rentals, and the schools need a place that they can refer their students to. And it's a great source of business. It's a symbiotic relationship, and it works very, very well because there's visiting instructors, visiting professors, there's doctors that come in, visiting nurses. We have people that come in for places just to learn techniques. So it's a great, great business. We do a lot of it here. We're very good at what we do. If you'd like to discuss this with us, talk to your financial professional, of course, talk to your accountant, see how this is going to work in your portfolio. We do a lot of it. We have managers, and we know exactly what we're looking for. You can call me here at corporate. It's area code 602-942-4200. You can email me at michael@michaeldeville.com. My very best for you. Bye-bye now.